Hey guys, it's me Evon here, and today I'll be introducing you guys to my cats. And if you don't know that I have cats, well now you do, because I take in stray cats from the streets and take them as my pet. I'm so sorry if my cat is being grumpy right now because there's a light in front of me that's really bright, and she usually really hates bright lights. So she's camera shy, and yes, let me introduce to you my cat first. This is Wonder. She's my very first cat. So this is Dono, my other cat, and this is Lily. One thing that is in common about my cats are the fact that they are all stray cats. Wonder, right there, is picked up by the streets. Lily here, she's picked up inside a drain, and Dono is actually picked up from an adoption shelter, which is by Paws. So, how in the world do I introduce them to one another? This is my genuine and true personal experience, so bear with me if you want to know how I got to introduce them to one another. So when I got Wonder and brought in Lily, they actually got into a fight, and at first I really didn't know what to do, but instead of going to Google, I went on to ask my friends on Facebook, and that is actually one of the most helpful things. So what most people would do or say to you when you first introduce your cat is they will ask you to put your cat into one room, but they have to be separated. So meaning to say you can use a fence or you can use a glass door or whatever to separate them from one another, but they can look at each other at a distance. But what I did was I put them in the same room without separating them, and it's actually one of the fastest way that I've tried using. So how this works is by putting them into the same room, they actually got to see one another every single day. Of course, they will have aggression at first, but slowly and eventually they'll get used to one another, and even though there's aggression, trust me, most of the time it's nothing serious. Cat shows aggression is because they are stressed out, they feel insecure, and they don't feel safe with the other cat. But once they get to know each other and they got used to one another, they actually are friends. Examples. When it comes to not separating them and put them into a one room, sometimes it's best to separate them when it's time to eat. So whenever I feed them, I will always put their food trays into different corners in the house so they don't steal one another's food and they don't look at each other when they eat, because when they eat, they get very territorial. So at first I like to separate their bowls and put it in different corners. But as time goes by, as I see them getting close to one another, I put them into the same place to eat together, and everyone has a big feast together. So once we're done with the first step and the second step, let's go to the third step. And the third step is actually very easy, which is bonding. And by bonding, I mean playing and love your cats equally. So that's all about it. When you're done with the first step, the second step, the third step is bound to be the easiest. So I hope you guys have learned something new, or if you have other ways on how to introduce your cats to one another, please comment down below at the comment section. I shall see you guys in the next video soon. Bye!